welcome back. I think the market. I'm just going through the small cap watch list, and I think as you can see, I think more than 90% of them are below the EMAs, the 9 or the 21, even the 50. All of them look so bad. ONDS is an exception. CSIQ, I think just two of them are still looking strong. The rest definitely not looking good. I'm really feeling the market is showing so many weaknesses all over the place, but the indices are still hanging up. I think mostly because of the Magnificent Seven, but in a healthy bull market, this is not what you want to see, and this is not an easy money environment. If only the mega caps are going up, and I think for now they're not. Some of them are losing the steam and trying to get below their moving averages. The market is gapping higher earlier with market. I think it's giving up almost 1% for Qs. So it's around gapping up to the 615 area. I was a bit excited for that because, as I've mentioned last Friday, a gap up means the perfect entry for the shorts. Gap up into the declining moving averages for the indices are the best area for shorts. But right now has came back for a little bit and seems like it's opening red instead. So I don't like it. Although I'm the short positions, but I want to gap up. So for example, if BE is gapping up into the declining 21 or the anchor VWAP, and I'll be short. I'll short it. But right now it's gapping down and hanging around here. It's just not the ideal place, not the ideal entry for the shorts, because it could rip to the moving average and then came back down. So shorting here has a lower win rate or lower probability of success compared to shorting it at the resistance. So QUBT is gapping up into the declining EM and non-EMA, which is good. Also the 1 hour 50. So QBT would be main idea that I will be focusing today. But it really depends on how the market reacts. So the market is going up or going down, or just chopping around. In a strong bull market, get back to the declining EMA. Yes, but a slightly different way, because generally on a downtrend, when stocks enter a downtrend, they moves more quickly. Like for example, for this downtrend for BBAI, they rarely have a base. It doesn't have a base. But for an uptrend, it tends to have more bases, for base with a longer period of time. So have a longer base and have more base during the uptrend, have more consolidation. So I'll be more aggressive on the entries for the short side, because it doesn't give you much time to, like, the stocks may not consolidate for 2 or 3 weeks before another leg down. So it just have one bounce, 1 day or 2 day, bounces into the EMAs and then goes down directly. But in an uptrend, like if it retest the EMA, could it could have longer consolidation. So for longs, I would be more conservative with the entries. I'm not going to buy the the pullback. It touches the EMA. Like I'll be less likely to do so. Less less prefer. I don't. I'm less prefer doing that. Hmm. Yeah, it looks good, but it's too liquid, and I don't prefer doing longs in this environment. So environment is more important than the setup or the pattern for any technical analysis or anything. Like when the general market is going down, more than 80 or even 90% of the stocks follow, and the probability of following the market directions, like taking the trades which follows the market direction, would be much better than go against it. I think some of you asked me about Grail, I think on Thursday, and then I also said the same thing. Pattern wise, it looks great, but the market is not favorable, and that's why it's going lower for 2 days. And until the market condition improved, I'm not consider any long entries at the moment. And I think still, from my observation on Twitter or some other platforms, there's still many people are trying to buy the dip or trying to buy the rebound, and I think this is not a good sign actually. Like normally people needs to get really pessimistic or bearish or maybe even desperate. They've panicked, sell their positions. Like when those extreme emotions came along the way, and the turning points would be those times. And right now, I don't think the market could bounce here. Like there are less and less probability that convince me that the market could bounce here. If you look at the strong stocks such as Rivian, gap down, close below the 9. Weekly, huge rejection candle. Huge. Not a good sign. Open, uh, close below on Friday's low. Also looking so bad. Little bit like I don't know, but it also closed below the anchor VWAP from the high of this base, the swing high, I would say. So even the strong stocks are not looking great, let alone the weaker names. So many are extended to the downside, almost zero strengths across the markets. I'm not even exaggerating or something, but it's just so weak. And I really wish it bounce. I don't want it rush to the downside. I want it bounce. If it's going down right away, I just can't get in. So I trying to wait patiently for the opportunities to come. I really, really wish the B could have bounced to 118, 118. So I try the first attempt for the short on BE. Like right now, there are so many stocks, they not even bounce back to the declining 9s. So I won't be surprised if there's a stronger bounce, so that more stocks can bounce to the declining moving averages to have a better entry. But it's too it's too extended to the downside. If you mean taking short side, I don't think it's a good entry here. And also one more reminder is you don't have to short during the correction or during the downtrend. You can just sit out and do nothing, and you can outperform the market. So Microsoft is near the 50 EMA. Apple under the 9 EMA. Amazon all over the place, so weak. Meta, the weakest one. Google is giving up because of Russia halfway. Okay. A Fongo is, Broadcom giving up into the declining 9. TSM below the declining 9 and 21. Bank stocks also. The strongest name now is AMAT. Semis. But most of them are still below the moving averages. So with a market condition like that, I'm not going to trust any bounce. I don't see any new leaders, really strong actions. This S&D case. But how far it could go? PE got stopped out. Let's see whether I can find that entry. Nice, the market is bouncing to the declining EMAs. Just taken so many shots. QUBT, PE, and VTL, and also long UXY. I'm gonna risk around maybe 2% of my account for these 4 trades, maybe less than 2%. So I think it's a really good risk reward play. So even though I'm wrong, I'm totally okay, as I've got some cushion from the shorts that I've taken earlier. The hood, I've covered hood. MP is fine. U is fine. And UXY, I'm actually risk free. Like I've taken some profits for the first buy down here. It's QUBT. So I'm still looking for shorts for on QUBT. Maybe it overshoots the 9 EMA on the daily. 12.15-ish. I really believe today or tomorrow will be a very important day for determining whether the next trend would be. And if you miss today or maybe tomorrow, that probably, if you want to short, it will be too late. So on the other hand, if the shorts that I've taken today is not working well, then it's time to like take a little step back and maybe start looking for longs, or like sit out, don't do anything. This RNQ looks a little bit tempting. But right now QBT is showing relative strength compared to other quantum names for today. So I'm thinking I'm going to short the other quantum names and QUBT maybe tomorrow, because it's the earnings today. There could be some buyers stepping up. I don't know. So luckily I didn't take the S&T shorts on Thursday. It haven't followed the 9 EMA yet. So I'm going to repeat. I'm not going to short this thing before it close below the 9 EMA. This thing is so crazy. So I'm shorting the RNQ. For QUBT, I don't know if I think I opened too many positions and I'll be taking too much risk if I also short the QUBT. But it's like following my plan. It overshoot the 9 EMA and then pulling back. I don't know. Yeah, probably just let it go. Final shot today. Yes, final shots today is good. It's good. Like Kafana, I got took out from on Friday, but it's still closed very weak below all the EMAs. And on the weekly, it's testing the declining 9 and 21. On the daily, testing the daily 21. So if you're shorting Kafana today, would be very nice. But just not the very fast moving and not very in sync with the weakness for the growth names. For example, the quantums or the data centers or nuclear, like yeah, showing going straight down. Relative weakness. But for Kafana, not that much, especially right after the gap down. But I think the short is good. Like the entry, if you're trying to short, I think today would be a good entry. Quantums are strong. Or if HUT can bounce to the 40-ish area, it will be great for a short. But I don't think the market would give this opportunity. It looks like it's gonna reject the 1 hour 9. Could be an entry, but I'm just taking too many risks. I thought I didn't talk about the AMD. My AMD entry last Friday, taken out from my second attempt on Friday, and then I shorted it on the 5-minute retest to the running 9, and I think also the 1 hour breakdown from the previous candle low, or maybe 30-minute. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I waited for the first 15-minute close below the 9 EMA, and then I waited for the rebound, and then I taken the short. But right now, Nvidia is the weaker name. AMD still holding up pretty well. So if the market bounces from here and trying to form some good range near the above the EMA, AMD is really looking good for the long. But right now it's still under the 9 EMA, so when Bitcoin go to 70,000, cryptos are looking so bad. I'm really excited for the next bull market for the cryptos. I think it's going to be wild bull market. The shit codes are not doing that well during the last bull market for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Damn, what a waterfall from MSTR. This MicroStrategy, almost 50% from the past month and a half, and Bitcoin is only down 20%. I cannot believe how low MicroStrategy could go if Bitcoin is going to maybe 70k. Waterfall. So I'm still in RNQ, not taken out yet. Taking me out 1 minute after the entry for QBT. It's a very tiny loss. Now I'm in again. So I'm risking less than I think I'm risking 0.3% for each trade, and the stop is around 0.3, 0.4, 1.3 to 1.4%. And if QBT can go down, maybe just 13 or 14%, will be a 10 hour trade. Well, quantums are strong today. I think most of the time I will be too early. I'll be shorting too early. It will be fine. And I think the quantum shorts now here is just not ideal entry. I'm just trying to pull the trigger. Let's see how far I can bounce. Probably no more quantum trades for today if the QUBT short is also got taken out. So that means I think today would not be the day. Tesla is bouncing into the declining 9 on the weekly. I think probably would reject from here, but can he hold the 1 hour 9 is very important for me. So for example, if the stocks have it moved down, and then if it's really the bottom, when it close above the 9, it normally would not lose the 9. When it climbs back, it would just serve the 9s for a few days. So on the other hand, when Tesla starts to lose the hourly, the 1 hour 9 EMA, the hourly 9, then it's not looking great. So again, IONQ short one more time. I'm not going away. I think if all people trade like me, getting in and getting stopped out, getting in and stopped out several times within a day, the trading volume would be tripled. Like IONQ would be trading like 3 billion for today. And those brokers could earn triple the commission. Like maybe IBKR, interactive broker, would be like maybe it's trading 150. The commission fees would be tripled. I don't have a limit on re-entries, but it really depends, because for now I have some cushions for my existing positions, so I can take more. I can take more risk and more tries. But if I'm not doing well and I'm getting stopped out for several times, I'm probably going to, because like my existing shorts are doing well, so I can have more cushions, and I know the market is going the right way. I mean, the way I'm trading. I think a flush today to weekly 21, maybe even lower, just 570. Yeah, 570 would be good. I'm not very bearish in the long run, and I think it's just a pullback, a short term to medium term pullback. I've taken more than, I think, 900 trades this year, almost reaching 1,000. This Lumen, I thought it would be stronger, like it will find support on the rising 21, but it didn't. This open is not looking good. The weekly is still strong. The weekly going sideways for maybe 2 or 3 months. Very good looking flag. I really want to take this hot. I'm going to skip it. I've tried taken so many tries, and IONQ is still super strong. Using a log graph, I just my preference. And I think the regular one will have some distortion. If you're going from 10 to 11, it's 10%. But if you're going from 20 to 21, it's just 5%. So when the absolute value of the price increase, it would be the proportion would not be the same. It would like the ratio of the graph would be also increase if the absolute value of the price increase. Take it out. Ooh, I got stopped out from QBT again. I surely wish it won't be a fake out. Please don't be a fake out, please. No, it's going down. No. shaking me out and going down. The bounce from Tesla is, I think, is one of the strongest. The semi is not looking good. The semi is all this QBT. I'm going to give one more chance with this QUBT. One more chance. One more chance. No chance for IONQ. I think this is the first time since the correction from on March that the hourly 50 crosses below the hourly 150. Like it crosses 50 crosses below the 150. Among all the pullbacks during this uptrend, the 50 is above the 150. Could it mean something? I don't know. But it doesn't. It's not bullish, right? Damn, this fucking IONQ. Oh, I hate it. Oh my god, this huge bear flag on a 5-minute. The rejection from the resistance, not even touching the 9 EMA. Alright, one more chance for IONQ. One more chance. Always once more. Never give up. Trading is easy, right? Taking a loss, and then another loss, and then another loss until you're right. Until you're right. No, I'm just joking, okay? So that's why I have a, how many? I think it's 18 consecutive losses at a time. That's why. I think I've broke the record this year. I don't think the longest losing streak is 18. I think it's more than 20. I have several 15% drawdown this year. I think 2 or 3. One of them is, I think it's around 20%. Probably around, I think it's on the mid-October. I got chopped. I want to take shots, but it doesn't work. But I'm calculating from the peak equity, like to the lowest point of the equity curve. So yeah, it's from the peak to the trough. Yeah, I think mathematically it's not bad, but you still feels the pain, right? 20% drawdown is still 20%. But the main cause is over trading and getting, yeah, I think it's over trading. Getting too narrow minded. It's different. Back in mid-October, there's still many long setups. There are still so many strong stocks breaking out, but at the same time, there are also many breakdowns. Many stocks showing weakness. If you're flipping through the lagging watch list, like back in mid-October, there are already a lot of stocks that that's on a downtrend. So that's why I'm shorting, but somehow it doesn't work. I get chopped up, and at the same time, the leaders are still grinding higher. So next time, if I face a similar situation, I'm probably just doing less trades, because back then I doesn't feel like comfortable of opening the shorts, because at the same time there are also many long setups that are working, but this time is different. Now, just pure weakness everywhere. So I've just learned that if you're feeling uncomfortable, you have to sit out, do less. So is it working? Is it working? For the quantums, this time is different. I don't think so. Tomorrow will be a gap up. Taking me out. Gap up, taking me out, and then reverse. I can feel it. gap up to the 12-ish area, and then a reverse, go straight down. AMD is rejecting the 9 EMA. Also, the anchor VWAP. Nvidia was, oh, it's even weaker, but yeah, Wednesday is the earnings day. So I'm probably going to reduce some into the earnings. So if I have enough cushion, maybe 5%. Yeah, if I maybe have a 5% cushion, I'm going to sell some in the stream and then hold the rest. Oh, the October day. Oh, I think I'm getting smashed for how much I forgot. I forgot about it. I think it's probably 10% or maybe even 12% drawdown in one day. One day. Got stopped out from all the longs. There's sometimes there's some unexpected events that will brings you the enormous risk. But luckily it's not gapped down, so I can exit my position like before it get really worse. But yeah, so it always reminds me of not being like maybe 500% long, or maybe doing crazy stuffs because of the you have to take care of the tail risk, the black swans. So right now the indices are rejecting and going lower. 20% drawdown is my total equity of my account. So if you're up 500% and you have a 20% drawdown, you probably will become your 500% will become maybe 400 or 380. So I think that's it for today. Probably not taking any new trades unless the market rips higher. Then I got stopped out from all the shorts. So always preparing for the worst. This is very important. Always preparing for the worst. See you guys in the next stream.